Today we're taking a look at a new decentralized platform where you can trade options as well as perpetuals. This one here is called Foxify, and it's brought to you by the same team that made MDB or Make DeFi Better. And we're going to take a look at exactly what this platform offers. Now, full disclosure, I am an affiliate with them. We're going to get into that in a second here as to how you can actually join my team. But I just want to say that the platform isn't actually live yet, and it's only going to launch on June 23rd. Now, yes, that's a few months out, but what we can do now is we can talk about these NFTs that are essentially going to allow users to have discounted trading fees if you are to use Foxify when it launches. So we're going to take a look at those NFTs later on in this video, and you can get these NFTs. They're completely free. You only have to complete a few tasks and then you get a whitelist spot, and on May 12th you are going to be able to mint one of these NFTs for completely free. So first things first, we need to know a bit more about Foxify and what this platform is doing, what are the tokenomics, and who is actually behind this ecosystem. So first and foremost, this is going to be a decentralized platform. This is a peer-to-peer trading platform, and they also offer perpetuals. And the first thing I actually like about this is the fact that you're going to be able to trade options. Now, I think the option space in DeFi hasn't been fully explored yet. We have many different protocols offering options trading, but I do think that there is a big market there and a big potential if they do capture it properly. Now, of course, this is peer-to-peer options trading, so it really will depend on user adoption, but it's a different thing that this platform is offering compared to other perpetual dexes. So obviously on this platform, you are going to be able to trade using leverage, and that's up to 50x leverage, and they are only going to have a couple pairs when launching. So they're going to have BTC and USDT as well as Ethereum and USDT. So this is launching on Arbitrum, but as they continue to grow, I would imagine that more and more pairs are going to be listed for people to use. Now, you are also going to be able to earn while providing liquidity to the platform. We're going to take a look at that. And you're also going to be able to stake their native and governance token, which is Foxify Token, to earn a portion of the trading fees generated by this. Now, there are obviously going to be some competitions, but something else to take note here is that they are going to be launching a mobile app, which is quite interesting. It makes it a lot easier for people to get in on a platform. You don't necessarily need to be at the desktop. And I do believe that having a mobile app is a great thing because I'm always on my phone. I'm sure you guys are always on your phones too. And having the accessibility of it being mobile is a great idea in my opinion. So if we take a look at their website here, it's 100% on chain, 50x leverage, as we've said, self-custody wallets. We are going to take a look at that, automation, provide liquidity, and this is in partnership with Tyson Fury. So taking a look at their roadmap right now, as I said, this platform isn't out yet, but we are in May, so it's only a few months out. They have the affiliate program launch that they're working on, as well as a few exhibitions, and they also plan on having a Dubai exhibition in October. So if we just take a look at the team as who's behind this, as I said before, this is the same team that brought us MDB. MDB has done pretty well, if I can say so myself, over this entire year that they've been out there in the market. We've seen some ups, we've seen some downs, but throughout this bear market, it has held up quite nicely. So if we move on to their white paper, the first thing I want to touch base on are these NFTs because the mint date for them for the wave 2 is actually on May 12th. So in order to get one of these NFTs, you need to be white listed. Now, as I said before, these NFTs are completely free and they are going to allow you to get discounts on the trading fees once Foxify launches. So as we can see here, we have different tiers. So the gold tier would give you 25% off your trading fees. The silver would give you 10% off, and bronze, you would need to collect 5 in order to merge it into a silver. So in order to actually be eligible for one of these NFTs, you need to be whitelisted, and in order to be whitelisted, you need to accumulate 500 XP points in their Discord to then get that role. So here is essentially the few quests or tasks that you have that you can complete to exactly earn those experience points. And as you earn these, you are then able to collect your role in their Discord. And on May 12th, you are going to be able to mint one of those NFTs. And again, it's completely free. Now, also on May 12th, because I am an affiliate with Foxify, if you do end up being whitelisted and you've completed those tasks, you are able to mint one of those NFTs. Well, you're going to also be able to select a team. And if you want to support me or support anyone else, feel free to do so. But you're going to be able to scroll down here, select my name, selected investments. And as you join my team, the way I actually make money with this is I get a portion of the trading volume that you generate. So of course, as we are all in this together, my community, I am going to be using a portion of those fees, the money I essentially get, to give back to you guys in giveaways or whatever the case may be. But rest assured that I will definitely be taking a portion of that money, giving it back to you guys, because you guys are obviously helping me out. So those are the NFTs, but if we take a look at exactly what you can expect with the perpetuals, with the options trading here. So as we said, we are gonna have 2 pairs initially. This is going to be 50x leverage. They are going to be using oracles to have the best price available on this platform. So they are going to be using Chainlink and a time weighted average price. So hopefully, if there are big market moves and lots of wicks ups, wicks downs, this platform is going to be able to capture that and hopefully execute trades for you. So that's exactly what's happening on the perpetual side. In terms of options, this is really cool because again, options trading, I do believe there is a big market. It's just not fully explored just yet, but they are going to be offering some options trading, and this is a peer-to-peer experience. So you're going to essentially be betting against other people who are betting against you in the hopes of making money. So obviously, I think these are just basic options. You're not going to have put credit spreads or call credit spreads. I think it's only going to be longs or shorts. You are going to be able to sell options, which is a nice thing too, potentially make some passive income that way by selling options. But again, if you're unfamiliar with options, I would definitely recommend looking into them before you start trading them. Now, if we take a look at trading fees, so options are going to be a 0.75 fee, but only on winning trades. And the perpetual is a standard 0.1% on all of the transaction fees. And then there is also a borrow fee, just like any other platform when you use leverage. So now if we move on to the actual tokens of this platform, there are going to be 2 tokens. So first and foremost, there's going to be Foxify, which is that native and governance and utility token of this platform. And there's also going to be the liquidity token, which in this case is going to be called PLP. So as you can see here with Foxify, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to stake Foxify, and you're going to receive a portion of the trading fees in both Foxify and stable assets. So it's going to be a 50-50 split here. As you stake Foxify, you're going to get more Foxify as well as whatever stable coin they decide to give. Now the APY is going to be variable, obviously based on trading volumes, but they are hoping for a target of anywhere between 20 and 80%. Again, we're just going to have to wait and see how that all works out. And users will also be able to auto stake Foxify, and that's going to just compound itself as well. Now, if we take a look at this diagram here, it's a bit confusing in my opinion, but if we take a look at the fees, so options trading, as we said, 0.75 for fees, then the affiliates are apparently getting 33% of these fees. And again, I will be using those fees to actually give some back out to you guys. Then we see that there is the Foxify staking pool. So if you stake Foxify, you're going to get Foxify and stable. And you also have the perpetual / borrow fee as well as the service fee. I'm not too sure if this 5% applies to just the perpetual side of things. I do believe that is the case. And of course, the liquidity providers, so the people that are offering PLP in this platform, are going to be able to generate some income as well, up to about 75% of the trading fees. Obviously, that's going to be variable as well. So moving on to that liquidity provision, the PLP token. This is their plan. So they plan on having 35% of it being BTC, another 35% being Ethereum, 22.5% being stable, and then 7.5% of Foxify itself. So all of that would make up the PLP token. So the one thing I see with this is that this is going to be very volatile depending on market conditions, because if BTC or Ethereum goes up, well, the value of that liquidity is going to go up. But the same is also true if BTC or Ethereum goes down, well, you're going to be affected in terms of liquidity as well. So I'm not too sure how that's going to play out. And they also have their own token in liquidity. But again, we're just going to have to wait and see how that plays out. And they are also saying that they are going to offer leveraged liquidity, which is a unique concept where you could actually leverage your liquidity to earn even more. So again, we're going to have to wait and see how exactly that works. But if we move on to the tokenomics and we take a look at the distribution schedule, so this is the Foxify token. We have an initial supply of 56 million. We have a circulating supply of sub 3 million USD. And then we have a fully diluted valuation of $45 million. So in terms of the distribution or the allocation, here we have about 28%, which is reserved for investors or the private side of things. So that is still a lot of tokens associated to them. Then you have 7.5% for the team, about 2.5% for operational, and 61% or the remaining amount in non-circulation. Now, if we take a look at the token release schedule, it does say that all pre-launch tokens are vested over a minimum of 12 months, which is good. They don't all come out at once, but I do believe they are linearly vested as they come out every single month. And at the bottom here, it also says that the seed phase is 24-month linearly vested. So not all of these investors can just dump Foxify all at once. It's over 2 years and these tokens are given out on a monthly basis. So that's your token distribution as well as token release schedule. We are going to continue monitoring this as it gets closer and closer to release, as well as once the token is released. So if we talk about this part here, this is actually quite interesting because Foxify is going to be utilizing this new ERC standard, which is 4337. I've been doing some research on this here, but basically this is going to reduce the barrier of entry for new users. It's going to eliminate gas costs as well as improve the user experience and simplify the transaction process. Now, I was a bit confused, so I did do some research, but essentially what's happening with this new ERC 4337 standard, this is a new feature that allows for account abstraction. We are going to get into that in a second here. But essentially, this is allowing for D-app developers to partially or fully subsidize transaction fees for users. And it also says that this is going to allow users to pay with ERC20 tokens as opposed to ETH. So imagine that. I'm not too sure if this is the case. I'm just proposing this out there, but you're going to be able to pay, let's say, with any other ERC20 token rather than Ethereum for this new concept, the ERC 4337. So that is obviously a great thing. It makes it a lot more accessible to people. And if they're the ones, if Foxify are the ones paying for gas fees, well, that's going to bring even more attention to this platform. Now, if we go back to account abstraction here, as you know right now, all these dApps that we're interacting with. We all have our MetaMask account. We have an external owned address, which is our MetaMask. We're linking that to the dApp, and that's how we essentially interact with dApps. Then we have to sign and transact and pay some gas fees on that said blockchain. So essentially what this new protocol or this new ERC standard is going to bring is that it's going to combine your wallet with smart contracts. They're going to combine that together and make this whole process a lot easier. So that's why on Foxify, you are actually going to be creating your own wallet on Foxify. It won't be your current MetaMask. It's going to be a new wallet, and you're going to be able to log into that wallet. Now, also, if we go back to this here, is that one of the core benefits of how this account abstraction simplifies this whole thing is that it's, instead of having a seed phrase or having to memorize it, you're actually going to be able to use your email address. You're going to be able to use your smartphone standard security, and you're essentially going to have your hard wallet on your phone. Now, of course, there are other security issues that you may think of if your phone gets hacked or whatever the case may be, but that's kind of the ERC 4337, and that's the token standard they're going to be using for Foxify, and that's how they can actually subsidize that gas fee and make this whole platform a bit more user friendly for the people who are not necessarily in crypto. So I hope I did a good job explaining that. I will leave the links in the description below to those articles, but that is essentially Foxify in a nutshell. Again, I'm excited to see how this thing actually launches and how it works. I'm excited to see how the options trading takes place, as well as when they bring on more and more trading pairs for their perpetuals. We're all going to see how that works in the next few months, but for now, you can go ahead and grab yourself a whitelist spot to get one of those NFTs and be set up for when this platform launches. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.